Right now, the entire tech industry is fixated on trillion-dollar AI valuations. Yet somewhere in Austin, Texas, a 47-year-old software giant is actively handing out thousands of pink slips to its own employees. While those employees pack up their desks, the company is quietly hoarding NVIDIA GPUs and locking down massive AI infrastructure contracts with demanding startups like Elon Musk's AIX. While news reports frame these layoffs as a sign of decline, Oracle is executing a surgical pivot. The company is treating its workforce as a source of capital, trading headcount for raw processing power. To understand how a corporation can bleed its own workforce while aggressively capturing enterprise AI contracts from Amazon and Microsoft, you have to look at the ruthless survival DNA of its founder. In 1977, a 32-year-old programmer named Larry Ellison read a research paper on relational databases. He decided to build the technology himself, eventually landing his very first customer, the Central Intelligence Agency. The contract was codenamed Project Oracle. The company grew rapidly, but by 1990, the aggressive sales culture caught up with them. Sales teams were booking revenue before contracts were even signed. When the inflation collapsed, Oracle missed its earnings, and the stock crashed 80% in a single day. Most CEOs resign in that scenario. Ellison doubled down. He ruthlessly cut 10% of his workforce, slashed costs, and restructured the entire organization. Oracle doesn't panic. It sheds its skin and fights back. The wave of layoffs sweeping through the company in 2024 is the 1990 survival playbook, fully deployed for the AI era. If you look closely at the recent layoffs, the first thing you notice is a surgical amputation of recent market mistakes. Oracle spent nearly $2 billion building an advertising technology empire to compete with Google. It failed, so they quietly shut down the entire division. They also paid $28.3 billion for the healthcare IT company Cerner, and have been aggressively trimming thousands of duplicate roles as they try to force the messy integration to work. A $10 million on-premise deployment requires 15 workers across sales, implementation, and support. Delivering that same revenue in the cloud requires half the staff. As Oracle forces legacy customers to migrate to Oracle Cloud infrastructure, those massive on-premise teams become instantly redundant. Moving to the cloud shifts the technical burden to the provider, permanently eliminating the need for the massive IT and sales armies that defined the previous era. But the deepest irony of this modern restructuring is entirely internal. Oracle is using its own products to eliminate its own people. For years, Oracle has sold enterprise AI and automation software designed to help other companies eliminate manual tasks. Now, they are deploying those exact same tools internally to automate administrative functions and flatten their own HR and finance departments. Oracle is redirecting its payroll savings directly into a massive $8 billion annual capital expenditure war chest. The company collects massive, reliable fees from its legacy database support contracts, a business that operates on an 80% profit margin. It funnels that cash directly into a rapidly expanding pool to build massive new data centers. Oracle's goal is to buy up massive clusters of NVIDIA GPUs and offer them to enterprises and startups faster and cheaper than Amazon or Microsoft. They want to be the premier high-performance AI infrastructure provider in the world. To pull this off, Oracle is purposefully cannibalizing the workforce that built its past to pour concrete for the data centers that will secure its future. What is happening at Oracle reflects a brutal new reality for the entire industry. The era of hiring dozens of human beings for one software deployment is dead across all tech giants. Automation is now devouring the technical middle class, the manual database administrators and project coordinators who once managed the gap between software and hardware. At Oracle, a single autonomous system now performs the routine maintenance that used to require a 20-person team. As the routine maintenance and coordination layers are automated, the IT job market is splitting. Career growth is now concentrated in high-level AI engineering and cybersecurity governance, while the generalist roles that once formed the backbone of a stable career are being phased out entirely. The skill set that commands a high salary today will likely be obsolete in a decade. Larry Ellison built a $53 billion empire by ruthlessly burning down his old business models as soon as they stopped serving the future. He never let his company's legacy become a trap. To survive the continuous disruption of the AI age, you must adopt that exact same mindset. You have to refuse to accept your own obsolescence.